especially when you keep finding yourself running up against the proverbial wall of life. What, my God, where am I? Do I need to just start over? Do I need to just start a new career? Do I just need to just change my location? Do I just need to change who I've been dealing with? What is it that I need to do? My God, because I just can't continue to keep showing up and being persistent and persevering and nothing is happening.
Yes, Lord.
Oh God, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Sometimes you can keep going and going and going and going and going and ain't nothing happening.
That's right. That's right.
And when you find yourself in these situations, maybe the solution for you is to start over. Somebody say start over.
Start over.
And so starting over is a part of everyday life, yet it can be a painstaking experience for someone who had their heart set on what they expected their life to be. When changes occur that we didn't expect, sometimes we are so stunned that we become immobilized. I wasn't expecting to get this pink slip. I wasn't expecting for my wife to tell me she was leaving me. I wasn't expecting, my God, for my situation to change like this. And now I'm immobile because I don't know what I need to do. What's next for my life? What decision should I make? And this is what I like to call, watch this, paralysis by analysis. Somebody say paralysis by analysis. Because being human, we are analytical creatures and we try to make sense out of everything. And what we have to understand is there are some things that are going to happen in your life that just won't make any sense. Therefore, oh my God, when you find yourself in situations like this, depending on your analytical skills can cause you to miss out on other opportunities.
That's right.
Yeah, because now I'm trying to break it down and see, man, now hold on, how did this happen? How did I end up here? How did I end up there? And while you're sitting there stunned by what has happened to you, you're missing out on other opportunities that are happening all around you. And so what you got to learn how to understand, my God, is that when you're going to start over, you need to start over instead of wasting your time asking questions like this. Why did I lose my job? Why did my marriage not work? Why does it seem that I can't land on my feet? When this happens to people, they become paralyzed by their own thoughts, which leaves them stuck in a rut. Other opportunities are emerging all around them, but because that one thing went wrong in their life, they just can't seem to get past that. Oh man, you got to learn how to get past some stuff. I know it went wrong. I know some things didn't work out. I know you didn't have a daddy. I know your mama wasn't there for you. I know that some things slipped through the cracks in your life, but you got to learn how to get past all of that, my God, and get to the point where you understand that God is still moving. God is still able. God is still blessing. God is still strengthening. Maybe he's not strengthening where you are. Maybe he's not blessing where you are. And maybe it's time for me to start over. Man, I just feel like preaching this to me, man. Maybe it's time for you to start over, my God.
Yes, Lord.
My God. And so in his book, The Blessing Behind Closed Doors, Pastor R.A. Vernon mentions that once he was told once that when your heart is broken, your head doesn't work.
That's right.
Somebody say that. When your heart is broken, say that. When your heart is broken, your head doesn't work. And what he means by this is when you have lost something near and dear to you, your heart, it becomes difficult to think clearly. All sorts of things start racing through your mind, and this can lead you to a befuddled state because you don't know what you need to do. You don't know, my God, hallelujah, where I need to go. What should I do? And the more foggy things are for us, the less likely we are to make the right decision. So starting over scares some of us because we just don't know what to expect if we start over. However, there comes to a point where we have to act instinctively, oh my God, and understand, my God, that starting over after a loss is a normal process. Yes, starting over after you've lost something is just a normal process. And sometimes you just got to learn how to trust your instinct, because our instinct should tell us that when things change for us, we need to adapt to the changes that are made. My God, I'm not going to freeze. I'm not going to stop being me. I'm not going to stop being the person that I am. I'm not going to stop trusting God. I'm not going to stop obeying God. My God, I'm just going to adapt to the situation that I am in. My God, I'm not saying that we should abandon rational thinking. However, what I am saying is we should use our mind for something more productive. Yes, use your mind for something more productive. Instead of us using our mind to figure out why things are going wrong, we need to use our mind to envision ourselves making the necessary changes we need to make to improve ourselves. Yes, instead of asking questions about what happened in your life, you need to ask yourself questions like this. Where do I see myself in the next 5 years? Yeah. What will it take to accomplish that vision? And what do I need to do, my God, to make priority in my life? Yes, my instinct tells me to move on, and that's what I have to do instead of feeling hopeless and lost. My instinct says that this isn't the situation that I need to be in, so I better make some changes. Yes. Oh God, sometimes you just gotta trust your instinct. You can't even trust your mind, my God, but your instinct will say, my God, what does your instinct tell you? When your instinct tell you you're hungry, you go and get something to eat. Yeah. My God, when your instinct tell you you're thirsty, you go get something to drink. Why, God? Why is it then when other things are broken in our lives and when other situations come up that don't seem to be what we need them to be, we freeze and get scared and be afraid to move? Tell somebody, you got to learn how to move and trust your instinct and stop trusting your analytical skills all the time.
That's right. Sometimes
oh my God, my God, my God. And so watch this. Isaac's story is interesting because everything was going well for him, and all of a sudden he was put in a situation where he had to make changes to protect his success.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, he had to make some changes to protect his success. And so this is a unique issue because a lot of the time we see people struggling to reach a certain level, but here Isaac is struggling to keep his success.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, he's struggling to keep his success. You know, it's easy for me, my God, to look at somebody and say, you know, my situation is bad and I'm trying to get to a certain level of success, but it takes a whole nother mentality, my God, when you have reached a certain level and now you're trying to keep what you have and you're trying not to be knocked off the top. My God, you feel what I'm saying? And so I wonder what goes on in the mind of a person who has it all, yet they have to deal with the threat of losing everything. Oh my God, it's a whole nother category of struggle when your struggle isn't to get to a better place, but your struggle is to stay in a better place. My God. Oh God, so you think you want to be blessed, you think you want to have it going on, my God, you will realize, my God, that they struggle just like you. It's just a different kind of struggle, my God, because they got more people coming at them with stuff. They got more people trying to shake them up. They got more people trying to stir them up. But it's a whole nother category to think about when I have reached a certain level of success and now my struggle is trying to stay there.
Yes, Lord.
Man, help me up in here. Help me up in here. And so this is unique because we get used to seeing people fight to be successful, but here's a brother who's fighting to stay successful. You see, Isaac's problem wasn't that he was so successful. His problem was that he was so successful that he had outgrown the place that he was in.
Yes, that's right.
He had outgrown it, God, in substance because God had blessed him materially. He had outgrown it in principle because he was operating under faith when no one else was. And he had outgrown it in righteousness because he refused to do anything that God didn't approve of. Yes, he had outgrown his situation situation and outgrown the area and outgrown the folk that he was in. But watch this. His growth became a